to all AI Mastermind members as well. Okay, so millennials. I'm sure millennial is a term that we've all heard in the media, not just trade and industry press, but indeed, on television, on radio, online. So I think it's important to give you a bit of context and to frame everything, to give you an idea of exactly what we mean by the term millennial. So millennials are people who were born between the years of 1980 and the year 2000. And as such, these are people who, at the older end of the scale, are pretty well established in their careers. They're in sort of middle management, perhaps progressing into more senior positions, and indeed positions where they're going to have access to marketing budget, essentially. At the younger end of the scale, those guys are just entering their sort of adulthood and the world of work. But the reason why these are so important to your business is that these guys represent, the burgeoning customers of today and indeed the customers of the future. So for the next 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5 decades, these guys are going to be your customers. So it's important to really give you some more information on millennials, their preferences, their behaviors, so you guys can get a really strong feel for how it is you cater for them, because essentially the success of your business rides on you being able to cater for these millennials in an effective and efficient way. So to summarize, these guys are very, very digitally focused. So they like doing things online, essentially, whether that's ordering some takeout food, booking a test drive of a new car, booking movie tickets, whatever it is they do, they prefer to do it themselves online. And they want that process to be quick, easy, efficient, clear, and easy to use. If it's not, a good user experience, that they're not going to use it. And this is really worth bearing in mind, especially as we go into the platform demo, which I'll take you into shortly. So we work very closely with actually an online search engine company. I won't tell you which one, but we conducted some market research into this particular age group, the millennials. So 82% won't take a pre-sales telephone call from a customer service representative or an account manager. An even higher proportion than that, 94%, don't want to meet, have a pre-sales meeting either. So these millennials are very much focused on doing things for themselves and doing them online. So this is a really, really interesting statistic here. By the year 2020, so that's less than 3 years' time, online transactions will overtake offline transactions. And that trend is only set to grow from that point onwards. So what we're looking to do in partnership with AI Mastermind is to enable you guys to get ahead of the curve, start serving these millennials via the free website that we want to provide you with. So I mentioned getting ahead of the curve. So in the year 2017, we want to enable you to target 10% of all of your online orders through the website that we're giving you. So 10% of your sales revenue to be generated through your new website. But there are costs associated with producing a great e-commerce website. So the figure that you see here in front of you, 150 million to 250 million, that is what the company Vistaprint spent on maintaining, merchandising, improving their user experience just last year. So we all know Vistaprint, they're very much the market leaders within the print web to print space. They turn over in excess of $1.5 billion a year. And how do they do that? Because they invest heavily in a great website that provides a great user experience. So these guys are, benchmarkers, they're market leaders, and in that respect, they're very much ahead of the curve in that print focused industry there. So if you were to employ a web developer, a webmaster to create you a website, it wouldn't cost you into the hundreds of millions of dollars, but you could be assured it would cost you into the tens of thousands of dollars. So there's a financial cost, but also there's a time that takes as well. You're looking at multiple weeks, if not months, in the making to really create a great e-commerce website. So as I mentioned earlier, we want to enable you to do that completely free of charge. So to summarize, we're offering you a free website. So that enables your millennial customers to browse a range of promotional products here. They can utilize our market leading imaging software as well to upload their logos, to manipulate their logos, and then checkout as well. The checkout functionality is hugely important, especially in the promotional products industry. We all know there's a few providers around who offer free websites, but they are, they are catalog sites, essentially. So the customer can go on there, they can choose the products that they like, and then they can come back to you as the AIM member, as the distributor, and say, these are what we're interested in. Now, the website we're giving to you contains full end-to-end. It contains the checkout that millennial customers are used to using on sites like Amazon and ASOS and Walmart and whoever else. So that's something that really makes us stand out from the rest. And once you receive orders, all you need to do is go to your order area in the back end of your system, which I'll show you shortly. You approve the order and it goes through to production. So there's no raising POs and faxing signed off POs through to the supplier. That all goes straight through to production just from you approving the order in your back end. And then of course the vendor sources the product, prints the product, boxes it up and ships it out to the customer. So you guys are earning margin with just by marketing your website effectively and approving those orders as they come through. So I'll take you through a demonstration of a distributor website here. So this is very similar to the website that we're offering to you, completely free of charge. You'll see in the top left-hand corner here the AIM Smarter logo. So your distributor site would contain your distributor logo. There's this easy-to-use navigation bar at the top here. So it contains categories and indeed subcategories. So this enables your millennial customer to pinpoint exactly the product and the subcategory that they're looking to purchase. So it's a really easy-to-use interface. Below that are some seasonal banners. So you see there's an Easter focus piece there, and it will spin through shortly to a spring focus piece. And we're looking to change these out once a quarter or so, just with seasonal focus products, and put these on directly under the noses of your customers. These are the products that are going to appeal to them during that particular time. Below there you'll see some spotlight products as well. So tumblers, totes, and some technology pieces as well. And then below there featured products, so a range of journals, etc. So what I'd like to do now is just ask you to imagine that you're, get yourself into the mindset of one of your millennial customers. So you as the distributor, you've sent them some, a nice marketing email. The millennial has picked this email up and said, great, as it happens, I'm in the market for some promotional products. So they come to your website, they see the website, they follow this call to action here. They then have the ability to upload a logo. So they can do this in two ways. They can either upload it from their computer or they can search the web. So we'll search the web in this instance. We'll choose Google. It's a brand we all know and love and interact with every day. So you'll see very quickly that our imaging software renders all of the Google logos and all of the products you see. So not only just in the product banners here, but also these hero products here and all of the featured products too. So that's a really great visual selling tool for your customer to see. It gives them a really strong idea of what the finished product is going to look like essentially. And this software, it actually pre-populates every single product on the website. So we have around 400 promotional products and around 50 apparel items too. So for the purposes of this demonstration, We'll pick up a T-shirt here. We'll imagine we work for Google and we have an event coming up, so we want to order some T-shirts for our colleagues at our upcoming event. And you'll see there's a whole host of different T-shirts from a range of different suppliers here, from Gildan and Fruit of the Loom and all the brands that you guys recognise. But for argument's sake, we'll choose this Jerseys tee here. So this then takes you through your customer through to the product page. So again, really quick and easy to use interface here. So we've got the range of colors here, so your customer can click through and choose colors that way. There's also a color drop down box here. They can select the size they're looking for, quantities. There's a drop down here that enables them to specify whether they want embroidered or screen printing. And there's the ability to utilize our imaging software even further. So you hit customize it. It then zooms into the imprint area. So this orange area here is the actual imprint area. Your customer can then manipulate the logo even further. So we've shrunk it down there. We can move it around. There's the ability to add other logos, other shapes. We'll just add some text in here just to show you how easy this is to do. And then if we hit save, within a couple of seconds, those changes are then reflected within that T-shirt there. So the customer can keep playing with this, keep changing around the design until they're absolutely happy, and then they can add the product to the cart. They can then continue shopping via the navigation bar at the top here, or they can jump straight into the cart if they're happy with just ordering these T-shirts on this particular occasion. So this page here is, exactly as you'd expect with any good quality e-commerce website. It's very, very intuitive, easy to use. So it's just fill in your contact details, fill in your billing address. If you have a slightly different shipping address from your billing address, you can also complete that detail. And then from this point onwards, the customer just clicks through to continue to checkout. We offer two payment types here. So either payment on account or payment by credit card, which all payments land into your PayPal account essentially. And from that point onwards, the customer places the order and they go away and they get on with their day essentially and wait for the products to be delivered. So you guys as distributors, you'll receive a notification when the order comes through. Let me just skip back to our approval area here. So these are orders awaiting approval. So you'll receive a notification which will prompt you to come to this order approval area. You can click into the order itself. So you can see all of the customer's details here. There's the ability to export artwork here as well, so you can see exactly what they've ordered. If you're happy with that, then you just go back to your orders section and you hit the approve button there. So from this point onwards, when you hit the approve button, the order then goes through to the supplier, who then fulfills the order and ships it out to your customer. So it really is as simple as that. What then happens is, for that particular order that you've just approved, the supplier will raise an invoice for you based on your existing margin agreement with them, and you pay that in the normal way that you would do essentially. So that's really the end-to-end process here. In addition to this, we also give you the ability to create bespoke websites for each of your customers as well. So what your customer can actually do is just spin websites essentially. So I'll just take you through this process quickly. So in the first instance, you create a new contact. In reality, you guys would need to complete all of these fields here, but just for the purpose of this test, to keep it brief, we'll just complete that one line there. Then we go to the website section and we hit the create view link here. We then go on and find the customer that we've just created in the back end there. We hit select. Again, in reality, you guys would need to complete these fields, but it's a few seconds work. You go in, you find your customer's logo. We'll say it's Fanta, for argument's sake. and then we hit create. So in real time, the software is creating your customer their own bespoke website as well. So this is a fantastic marketing tool. If you imagine as a distributor, you can go to your valued customers and say to them, you know, as a valued customer of Simon's Promos, we've taken the time to create you your very own bespoke website. And as you can see here, you know, it's pre-populated with the customers' logos as well. And you know, whenever they have a need to purchase promotional products, all they do is click on the website link that you've sent them. They jump on, they place their order, they hit the order, and all you need to do is approve. So as I say, it's a fantastic, you know, fantastic sales and marketing tool. And thank you all for taking the time out to join us today. And yeah, really looking forward to helping you guys start serving those millennials, those customers of now and customers of the future.